I always loved to hunt. I don't remember not hunting. I remember as a little girl walking around, my dad gave me a single shot, 22. He had the bullet in his pocket. And as a young lady in the early 60s, that wasn't common. My mom, bless her heart, tried her best to not make me a tomboy, but Dad won over. So anyway, Dad needed an income, so he started the outfitting business as an unguided service. We knew if we wanted the ranch to grow and the business to grow, we needed to get an outfitter license. Back then, that license was given by outfitters. So that test was designed not to pass. We knew that. So I went in and I took it, knowing full well I would fail it. I told my dad what was on the test. So my dad went in and took it, failed him. I couldn't believe it because my dad was my hero. My dad knew everything about hunting and the outdoors. And my husband, Jake, went in and took it, and they failed him. They didn't want you to pass. They told everybody they didn't pass. And I said, that's enough. Threw away all my romance novels, and I grabbed every hunting and outdoor book I could get my hands on. I went to all the gun shops. I went to gunsmith. I studied for 2 years. Well, I went in, I took the test, I walked out, and I went, yes, I aced that. 2 weeks later, I get a letter in the mail. Mrs. McDonald, sorry, but you did not pass that test. So I'm working in Helena at the time, and I'm telling my sad story to my boss, and I'm not a very happy person at this point. And his brother walks in, and his brother happens to be an attorney in Helena. And we go up to the Capitol. We pull the test. I passed it. They graded it wrong. So I have to go in and testify in front of the board of the group of outfitters. And pretty much a group of older white men telling me they did not want a young lady in the business. So they started quizzing me. And there was one gentleman sitting there, and he started asking me questions. I was scared at first, and I gave him my answer timidly. And pretty soon he's throwing another question at me, and I'm answering him. Then he's throwing another one, and now we're going back and forth. Finally, one of the other outfitters sits back and says, she knows her stuff, give her a license. That's how I became an outfitter. I joined, the Outfitters Association was just getting going. I was about 10 years old when I got my license, and I went to my first meeting. When it came time to vote, I raised my hand to vote. The gentleman sitting next to me took my hand, says, honey, where's your husband? Only outfitters can vote. I said, sir, I am an outfitter. And 18 years later, I was president of the Outfitters Association. I called on to raise their hand to vote.
Help us bring this story to Congress, classrooms, and conservation leaders worldwide. Every dollar boosts this message. Watch, share, donate, stand with the people of the real Yellowstone.